Read a little.
How's it going, my Comic Chat Army? This is take 23. Gotta amp up the excitement.
Yeah.
So, we've got a sponsor through Comic Skins. Don't know if you ever see this, but use Comic Skins. I'll put the description down in the bottom. They got crystal clear bagging boards, which is perfect. Which is actually perfect for Yeet, because Yeet's got the double-sided books.
Yeah.
It's perfect for them. See, look at that.
You know what it's really good for too that I just thought of?
What?
Putting, books, if you have like little cards or something that goes with books that you want to stick behind.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we get some of those, we've got some of those books that have like their own little cards and stuff.
Mm-hmm. But they got crystal clear bagging boards for any size. They got slab it yourself kits. And they got my personal favorite that I just got. This. 2 comic frames, which I paid for this out of my own money. And
the set of.
And these. So, I'm trying the product myself. I bought it myself. I wouldn't, I'm not going to tell y'all to go out and get something that I haven't tried. It's worth the money. Get it. It's definitely cool and original and something that not everyone has in their collection.
And if they do get something, isn't there...
Yeah, there's discount codes.
Which we will
link down in the description because there's like 3 of them. So I don't. It's like it's Comicchatauthority, like 2, 3, and 5 or something. 2, 3, and 4. I don't know. I'll put it down in the description. But shout out to my boy KC Flash for the sticker hookup. Look, if y'all are on Instagram, go give him a follow.
Yep.
He's a pretty cool dude. Like, he knows his stuff when it comes to comics, and he's the only one that actually welcomed Comicchatauthority on Instagram with open arms. It was just like
consistent.
Yeah, he was just like, hey, how can I help you? Let's grow Comicchatauthority. Not together, but he's been throwing people my way to like our page. Can't get people to like, can't get people to stay. Don't blame him. We're not really consistent on there. And he's got his own little catchphrase. Hashtag let me touch it. So if you hear us say hashtag let me touch it, go use the hashtag.
You had a breath?
Oh yeah, I want no breath. And one quick thing, I watch, like when I edit this, I watch it so many times. I don't know if y'all heard that, but the couch just made a noise. I feel super self-conscious about myself now.
I'm the one sitting out there
underneath my butt.
and I'm the one carrying a child.
Alright, so I read The Legends of the Log and The Guano Man. What did you read, Carrie?
I can't stop laughing.
The Omen number 3 and...
Bless the children.
Right. Chuck Panu
bless
said...
this couch, please.
Right. Chuck Panu said this was a great book, which he has a YouTube channel too.
Yes.
He's kind of our... I guess, what would you say? Our rival? Because he does reviews.
I mean, he's not a rival.
No, he's like the opposite channel. He's not a rival. He's a really cool guy, sweet guy. But he does the same thing we do.
Yes, but he's very positive, has a great energy like Cody has.
Still our rival.
He's a good
good-hearted man. I hope
motivator.
I hope you're watching this, Chuck. And I put a question on my Facebook. If you could spend a day with any indie creator, who would it be? I got like 5.
Yeah, Cody couldn't pick just one.
So
it's hard.
Right, check out the next video and I'll tell you if anybody said anything down in the comments and I'll tell you my 5. So The Legends of the Log, Alterna Comics, is about Log, as you can see on the front.
Groot.
And Groot. We know where Groot was at during, what was it, Infinity War? Tell me what movie Groot wasn't in. That's what you could do. Well, comment both.
Please, somebody comment.
We're begging for comments, please.
Just respond.
Yes.
Say a hi. I don't
please
care.
Let us know you're there.
An emoji.
All right. So this hat, which Carrie gets a lot of short stories, which I don't know how I feel about short stories. If I pay...
See, now you know. See, that's why I don't mean to cut you off, but that's why I'm so glad you read something that had short stories in it.
These 2 books had short stories.
So you know what it feels like.
I don't know if I mean, this isn't bad because this short story is moving the whole story forward. But some of them, like we're about to get into, like the Guano Man, is a little weird. Alright, so this book is about Log, Bird, Warlock, Darkrim, Cora, the Savage Girl,
Gog, and Troglodyte.
Troglodyte, you did! So the book starts off with Log. He is the protector of Eastwood. Eastwood?
Something. This is like take 20 on this video, you guys.
Yeah. But look, he's protecting the woods and he's just basically like fighting different creatures. Like there's a snake, then all of a sudden there's a dinosaur that fights a dragon, then there's a monkey. It's really weird, fun, but cool. Like I liked it. For $1, you can't beat it.
They actually have this company. We've done a couple reviews of their books that were like $1.50 books, and they were pretty good, you know, for what you're getting.
Oh yeah, which our patrons helped us out get this.
Yes.
Which go back us on Patreon just for $1. You can watch all of our content before it ever hits YouTube. And we got some really cool prizes and stuff on there too that you can get. Like we
got a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, all of the money. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. But all of the money is going to upgrade our YouTube set. Like we're trying to get a tablet so we can review those digital comics that I know everybody is harassing us over.
Trying to get a better editing program and software so we can put better images of what we're showing and talking about on the screen. Like there's a lot we want to give you guys. We just need the support and help, you know?
And we're expecting.
We are expecting.
We're having a baby.
December. So, yeah, we need the help. We can't do it all.
You want to do the Omen first, or?
Sure.
The Omen Part 3.
Yes, which I did the review on 1 and 2 on the video, the last video, right? Was it the last video?
I think it was the last one.
Yeah. So check that out. You can get a little backstory on those other two. But basically what this is a continuation off of the first book about this creature that I didn't know who the hell it was in the first 2 series. So basically this was a prototype experiment. They had several women that were part of this trial of getting them pregnant with these creatures. And this woman was the only one that lasted to give birth to this creature. So, yeah, between that and them just continuing to run from the Men in Black, that's what I called them, I think, in the other video.
But quick question.
They don't, what?
Did this answer any of the questions from book 1 and 2?
No.
Or did it give you more questions?
It gives me more. And the problem that I was having with this is you're continuing a dead situation. I don't know how to make that sense. How far can you keep running where you just keep telling the same that you're being chased, but who the hell are you being chased by? I only have a few names out of all the characters in this book. The doctor's names.
Weaving more story, and there's no payoff.
I don't know who half of these people are and why they're trying to protect her and what their names are, and none of it is tying together still. But that's basically what it is. It's a continuation of Maggie being chased and getting away from Dr. O and all the other doctors, and gets involved with the woman who gave birth to the prototype. Doesn't even have a name, don't know what it is.
Well, hopefully it pays off in number 4.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good story if it could it could be cleaned up a little with some minor details.
Alright.
Yes.
The Guano Guy. Love this book. Please let me know.
I love the back.
How I can get the first ones. 0, 1, 1.5, 2, wait. Sorry. 0, 1, 2. Well, let me know if I can get the ones previous. I think it's 0, 1, 1.5, 2.5. Yeah.
Just let us know if we can get them, and we'll.
Yes.
We'll
let us know how we can figure this out. But I love the humor of this book because it takes everything that you normally know and the stereotypes that you're normally used to in situations, and makes you think about them. Like, they got a city that's in glass, and they're like, there's zombies on the outside of the glass. You're like, well, what happens if the zombie gets teleporters? They're like, I don't know. We'll deal with that when we get to it. But zombies can't get to teleporters. Like, it's just stupid, funny humor.
But these stories tied in together?
Yeah, I'm assuming that these zombies are the same ones at the back of the book.
So they have a common theme.
Yeah, the Guano Man.
Yeah.
So the Guano Man wants to be a superhero, and they have Mr. Marvelous, that is kind of like Superman. Yeah, I'm gonna show you him. And he's got super pale skin and red eyes. So, and he's just a complete idiot. But a funny idiot. This book is super funny. I love it. Y'all should definitely pick it up. He has pale skin, so he has to put on makeup and contacts so he looks like everyone else. Yeah. So, the news reporter wants her big break because there's nothing happening. So she knows a bunch of criminals and different people like that. So she tells the Guano Man, hey, I'm going to give you your big break. So the mime breaks into a bank and the Guano Man busts through the window and subdues him. But anyways, people start making mime jokes to the reporter like, hey, the Guano Man should have done like the invisible rope or put him in a box or done something funny like this book is hilarious.
Yeah, Cody did laugh a few times reading this.
Yeah, and the mime, he said, light as a feather, stiff as a board.
Oh yeah, does anybody know that game growing up? Do you remember that game?
Right there.
Or what movie that game is from? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I think it's from The Craft.
It is!
Yeah, my sister watched that a lot. So, as the whole mob's out there watching this, they're like, we hate mimes just about as much as we hate clowns. And just so conveniently, there's a clown running down the road. They're chasing a clown. For no reason. But I think this is like an anthology. I think that's right.
Yes, we're very excited to learn that term on a lot of these books that we've been reading.
Because like right here, I imagine like this is a commercial break. It's like the Guano Man talking to some thugs. And it just doesn't do anything to move like the story forward. I don't know if this ties in, like if this is one page like out of a couple books, and if I had the previous ones, this would make sense. But I don't know. Then there's Death. This is probably one of my favorite stories too. Death, a man dies, and Death shows up and tells everybody, heaven and hell and everything you do is pointless. It's meaningless. Like, where you go to your afterlife is just based on a dice roll. So he straps the man to the car. Okay, hold on. Straps the man to the car and goes through the clouds. And the man's like, hey, I see a ray of sunshine. Does that mean I'm going to the good place? He's like, nope, it's just a ray of cloud, just the sun coming through the clouds. Like, I love everything he's done with this, just to make you think about everything. And there's a TV, well, I'm trying to go through this quickly as possible because this video is kind of long already. TV robot shows up, and this is a good one. They're like, oh, we're going to put on reality shows, and dude's like, no. And they was like, oh, we're going to put on sports. And the dude's like, why do I want to watch sports and see other people's accomplishments? Never thought about it like that. When you're watching sports, you're watching other people accomplish things. You know, the Heisman, winning goals, getting paid, and all that. It's just a weird way to look at it. So they put on cartoons, and they tell Mr. Marvelous to go ask his parents if they can buy some TNT. You know one of them? You know those commercials? Yes. Act now, go ask your parents. You're gonna have a credit card, da 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 da. But this book is super awesome. I love it, and there's like 2 other stories that I love. And this one, The Invisible Car. Mr. Marvelous is trying to be like everybody else, or just be a dick, I'm guessing, and starts driving around, pretending like he's in an invisible car, like he's got a skateboard, and he's skydiving. But he can fly and do all of that stuff. And the one about the zombies, real quick.
Yeah.
Boy, it sounds like somebody's here.
I know. That's like.
You wanna go get that real quick?
I don't know if it's here or not.
You wanna go look?
Oh,
sorry, we ordered. It's about zombie hordes, mobs, she calls it. The reporter's trying to talk to zombies. And the zombies are like, hey, we don't like being called a mob, we're a horde. And the zombies get to talking of they need a superpowered zombie to help out the zombies. Because, yeah, the zombies might need a couple humans, but that's not bad. They're zombies. That's the way they're seeing it. And they're like, well, if we had a superpowered zombie, he would just fly around and eat different people that he wants and wouldn't help us at all. So they get to talking, and I was like, all right, what happens if the cows revolted against the humans because we eat beef and we eat meat?
It's like Chick-fil-A.
Right.
That's what the cows reminded me of in this book.
Would the humans know that that's why the cows are doing it? Because they ate them. And it's just funny. And it was like, if a zombie bit a cow, would a cow eat cow brains or would it eat human brains? I was like, it's got to eat human brains just because that's the law. And that is the law of zombie books.
Yeah, or movies.
Love that book. Let me know about more of them. Bless the children.
I thought it was going to be something like Children of the Corn. That's what I thought when I first saw it. But basically, it's about this guy that goes to this abandoned town, and there's one woman that's left in this whole town. And he ends up staying the night there and starts hearing voices and hearing children. So he confronts Mrs. Dern, I think is her name.
Oh, hold on. One thing I liked about this book, too, is it was numbered.
Yes.
The panels was numbered, like 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you've never read a comic before and this was your first one, you knew how to follow the story. And you could take this training to other books that's not numbered. I thought that was awesome.
And it's horizontal, which is pretty cool.
Right.
It's just different.
That's just badass.
Yeah. So he asked Mrs. Dern, you know, have you heard anything? Where's the children? You know, all this stuff. And she's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And there's another guy, I can't remember his name. It's been a little while since I read it, but that comes to visit her like once a week. That's Mrs. Dern. Yeah, she's always blindfolded. Comes to visit and they trade goods. It kind of keeps her going and this gentleman going, and the Mr. Winters, I think is his name, asked the other guy, have you ever seen children, or what happened to this town? Why is it abandoned? So, long story short, Mrs. Dern ends up confessing to some things, and she is part of the biggest reason why the town is the way it is, and why the children are the way they are.
Right.
So I'll leave it at that. But it's a good little book. It was just a clean, easy, short little story to read.
Different.
It was very different. Very different. But
all right, my Comic Chat Army, I hope y'all stuck with us for this whole 18-minute endeavor. But we love you. We appreciate you.
And I'm going to go eat.
Peace.